Good morning. We got a little bit of rain overnight and I'm hoping to see how the hay is doing, but it was not dry enough and I did not want to bale it up a little wet, get funky on us or mold on us, so I decided to leave it out in windrows. We need to check it this morning and see how it is, see if we can just stop baling it, if we need to re-rake it, if we need to ted it. I'm not sure how wet it got. It has been nice and sunny, so I'm hoping that the rain just got on top and that underneath is good and dry. So let's check and see. The hay looks good. It's not as green as it was the other day because it's been sitting out, but ooh, that looks good in there. Okay, so there's some spots that still aren't dry. Let's check some more over here and see. The outside is good. The inside, it's not bad. The other day I made 4 round bales and they were looking good, but they're also kind of like a little spotty. Some areas were wet, some areas weren't, but it smells good. It's nice and dry. I'm not feeling that it's heating up inside. Like sometimes if you bale them and they're too wet, they'll heat up, but that is pretty dry. So maybe I should have baled it all the other day. I have a firewood moisture meter tester. I'm gonna cram it into the bale and see what that is telling me it is for moisture right now. It'd be interesting to see what we have. I know this isn't for hay, but it gives you a general idea. Not too bad, but that's why I didn't finish baling it up the other day, because some spots I was getting 26%, so I didn't want to bale it. But yeah, I'm going to continue looking through the hay and see if I think I need to go through and re-rake it and fluff it up and get air in it. I'm thinking that's what we're going to have to do because it's kind of matted down a little bit from the rain. So I think if I can go through, re-rake it, it'll fluff it up and let it finish drying today, and then we can finish baling it tomorrow. So I'm gonna go around, check out some more, and I'll get back to you. Yeah, it needs to be re-raked. Down here is still a little bit wetter than what I'd like to see it, and I'm not sure if I don't rake it, if it'll dry, because it's on the very bottom. So yeah, I think we're gonna go around and re-rake these rows and see if we can flop them over. I gotta take the baler off and hook back onto the BR12 Ironcraft rake and see how that does. So we've never done any baling with this round baler, so the other day I at least wanted to get it hooked up and try it out on a couple of bales, because if it didn't work, I'd rather have time before I know I have to get everything done and figure it out if there was anything I had to do. It worked out awesome. It bales up a really good bale. It's a little shaggy looking on the outside, but it makes a nice tight bale. It's a little slow. It takes me like 4 to 5 minutes to make a bale of hay. The guy I bought it from said it wasn't a production hay baler, and that's why he was getting rid of it. He wanted to be able to make them faster, so it works good. It's just kind of slow at tying. All right, let's pull the rake out and see what we can do. I'm hoping we can just re-rake it and it'll fluff it up and let the air get in there today and finish drying it. We'll find out. All right, let's give it a go. So what I'm doing is I'm taking half of my rake and hitting it and flopping it up and over. It's going to make my windrow narrower. So I'm going to have to zig and zag when I'm baling, but it's flopping it over and it's getting the underside up. So I think this is the best thing we can do for the situation we're in. So yeah, we're just going to keep trying it. I got to get over here. I got to get around the first bale we made. And then we'll actually, I might as well fold up for now. Okay, I folded up and we're going to drive it around and then we'll put it down once we get past over where we made our second bale. We have the second bale coming up over here. Here's the first one, first bale. And then we'll have our second bale over here. There's our second bale of hay. Third one is up there. I went up and above and tried that row, and that was still a little too wet for my liking, and then we did another one. This year in our area has been extremely wet and cold, so it's kind of like trying to get the hay in when you can, and we haven't had the heat. The first 2 days were in the upper 70s, which was awesome. The third day it was only 65. It was supposed to be in the 70s and it wasn't. So if we would have had the 70-degree weather, this all would have got baled on the third day, but it is what it is. We'll get it in now. I'm actually really happy with how this is working out. My windrows are going to be narrower than what I'd want, but it is flipping it over nicely. The other option would be to head it all back out and then re-rake all of it. I would rather do it this way. It's one less time that we have to do, and it's less time beating up the hay. So this is what we're going to try. I'll just have to zig and zag when I'm baling. It's looking good. I'm really liking the look of the hay. It's flopping it nicely. I think this is going to work out good. Still haven't found the GoPro that we lost. Maybe we'll find it today, doing an extra flop, not sure. I can't believe we can't find the GoPro. It was brand new. I just opened it and put it on the tractor. And it wasn't the GoPro that broke, it was my mount. And the mount that broke is one that I use for plowing, and it's been awesome. I didn't hit anything, I was just out in the field mowing. And then it snapped. I was in the middle of the field. It wasn't even like I was on the edge of anything. These corners are kind of tight. Let's see what we can do. Going around flipping it with one rake is working out really good. Let me show you. We're flipping it. The rake is going in and taking it and just curling it and flipping it over. So it's bringing what's wet up. It's actually taking it off the wet ground and kicking it over enough so it'll dry. It's just going. I think this is going to work really well. Maybe we'll find the GoPro. Maybe we won't. Alright, we're coming up on another hay bale. We kind of got to skirt around, and then get back in front of it and rake that up. But it's going good. I'm actually really impressed with how this is going. Skirt. Oh. I didn't do a good job at skirting that. Oh no. There goes that hay bale. Oh man, I lost it. I lost me a hay bale. It's in the wood line. I'll have to get it later. Man, I gotta do better. The rake is wide. I gotta get better at my judgment of how wide I need to move around things. So we'll get it figured out. Losing one hay bale isn't the end of the world. We will get it. Looking back sometimes, it kind of looks like you're making a wave. All right, let's fold the rakes up and we're gonna go to the other field. All right, here we go. Turkey over there with some babies. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's a mama turkey with her babies. That's kind of cool. Hey, mama turkey. Well, now we know why that turkey kept staying around the other day. She had babies hiding somewhere, or either that she had a clutch of eggs that just hatched. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that. All right, a few more passes and then we are done raking it. The hay's looking good. The rain. All right, that is it for raking. Everything is fluffed up. Everything that was on the bottom is now either on the top or on the sides. So it's gonna finish drying today. Then we can finish baling it and make some hay. I like the Ironcraft BR12 hay rake, and I like how it's so versatile and you can use it for different things. It's nice to be able to just put one arm down, go around, kick it back up after it's been rained on, and just bring what was on the bottom back up to the top or the sides and let it finish drying. We don't have to re-tet it all out and then re-rake it again.
Look at you go. Whoa! You're like a bunkin' bronco. All right, I think the meat chickens are ready to go out now. I think we're ready. We got everything all set. Just gonna get the birds in there. We're also gonna put our layer chicks because they have been hanging out with them. Everybody gets along. We're gonna put them all out. Everybody ready? You need to not be over here. I can't have your help. You can't help me. You ready to go to your new home?
We're back over to the hayfield. Everything is dried up nicely. So now we can start baling it. It's gonna be in the upper 70s today. So as we're baling it, it's gonna be drying out even more. So yeah, it's looking like it's good weather to get this baled up. And then we'll have some good weather to get it stored up. It looks like we got rain coming in after that for a couple of days. And then hopefully we're gonna have some nicer weather. And maybe we can get some more hay in because we still have some more fields we gotta cut and bale. So this is just the first one we got to do. This is the first video of you watching us hay baling. This is the first time we've done any haying, and we got everything all cut, tedded, and then we got it all raked up with our Ironcraft BR12 hay rake back into windrows like this. And then we got a little bit of rain overnight. We couldn't bale it that day because it was only 65 degrees out for a high. It was supposed to be in the 70s, so it didn't finish drying enough. It was pretty close, but it wasn't quite there. So we put it in the windrows, let it sit overnight. We got a little bit more rain than what they were calling for. So then I let it sit for a day, finished drying some more. Then I came back out and I just ran over it again with our rake, flipped it over so that the stuff that was still wet on the bottom could get to the top and dry again. That's where we are. But after we did rake it the first time, I did 4 bales with the Krone bale. This is the first time we've been using this, so I wanted to make sure it was working good and we didn't have to make any adjustments to it. And we didn't. It worked good. The bales were like teeter-tottering. I so wanted to bale, but they were just right there on the cusp of not being ready. So I did not want the hay getting all musty and moldy on us. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to wait a couple of days so we can get some good hay. So everything is looking good still. It's nice and green. It is dry. So now we can continue on and making some bales.
All right, I'm going to get you some food and some water, even though you probably have plenty of food out here. Okay? I'll be right back. Well, everybody's in there. They seem to be enjoying everything. They have food, they have water, they have shade, they have grass, all the things they could ever want. Everybody's calm and relaxed. I just wanted to say that times like these, I don't think I take Al for granted everything he does around here and stuff, but on days like this, it definitely reminds you, or even just all the other things while he's haying that we're taking care of here, it just reminds you of everything that everybody, a part of the family, takes care of, and I'm just very grateful and feel very blessed.
All right, I think this is as good a place as any to start. PTO on. She's sucking in. I'll let it cut, and then I'll dump the bale. Okay. Pull forward. Let's do it again. It'll be interesting to see how many bales we get out of here. All right, let's see how long this bale takes us. All right, let's look at these bales. My feeder rails are showing that I'm building like tapered, but that looks pretty symmetrical to me. It keeps showing one side is higher or lower than the other, but man, that looks like some nice hay. I can probably go a little bit thicker on them, but I'm happy with that. She's packing them good. They're getting packed nicely. I like that. So we've already made 1, 2, 3, and we make one up there. I think that was the first one. So I'm still figuring out the crone baler, but I'm liking it so far. It's a little on the slower side. I mean, 3 minutes to make the bale. I think the other one took me like 1.5 minutes because we were in some thicker hay. I really like the tedder and the rake from Ironcraft. They're nice and wide, so they're making taking a wide area and putting it into a smaller windrow, so we're going to be able to bale better. Yeah, it's a fun learning experience. I'm having fun. Let's keep going, see how many bales we make. We haven't gone very far and we already got 3 in, so. All right, close the tailgate. Let's make some more hay. I'm gonna stop right here because we got a small gap to the next one. I could have made the bale probably a little bit bigger, but this is a perfect place to dump one. It took us 1.5 minutes to make this one. I like it. Just letting the string tie. All right, open it up. Away we go. All right, so that took 2 minutes with tying. So that ain't bad. Looks like a nice bale back there. Let's get back on course. The tying definitely slows you down. Now I will say, if we didn't have to re-rake these, I think we would have had a lot neater. I know we had a lot neater windrows, and the hay would have been a lot nicer looking.
with the bail out, I'm ready for it, and then that has a loud bang sound, and I jump every time. So if it jumps in the footage, I'm sorry. It's so funny.
So when I'm bailing, I'm going about 3 to 3.5 miles per hour. If any of you guys have a Krone 125, let me know what ground speed you run at. It's working good, but I don't know if I could be going faster or not. So leave in the comments down below. I'd love to know what speed you go at. I'm not sure how long we were having that issue for, but I just noticed one of the strings wasn't rolling. So I went, well, only half of that bail is covered with twine. The other half never got twine to get pulled through. I know both twines were working earlier. I don't know what happened then and how long one of those twines had with it untwining for. We'll find out when we pick up the bail. I just noticed I'm having an issue with this twine right here. It's coming out of frayed, and I'm not sure it's free there, so something happened over here. Oh yeah, we got all hung up. There we go. Somehow we got knotted up right here, and it wasn't letting it flow through, so that bail back there, yeah, that one back there, it's only half wrapped. Like one side's got twine on it, the side to the right looks pretty shaggy. I bet you that's missing some string on it. So I'll get that fixed and then we'll be good to go. Alright, that should fix that. hay string, what's giving me the fight today. One of the bales of twine just ran out. All right, now that we got that all retwined, let's get going. It works. So if you net wrap, how much faster is net wrapping versus twine? Because I feel like if this had twine, if this had a net wrap on it, it'd be like 2/3 faster wrapping. That's my guess. We got a ton of hay bales, guys. I don't know how many we got out here, but it's littered. It's just littered. Look at them all. And that's not even over there and over there. I can't wait till we stop picking them up and counting them. I'm gonna say between 60 and 80. That's my guess. Leave your guess. How many bales do you think? We're on our last bale, and it ain't gonna be very big, unfortunately. It's not that small. Okay. All right, I have to bring home a bale to try to feed out to the Highlands. So, we're gonna go grab one, put it in the truck. Curiosity is killing me. The Highlands like this hay or not, so. All right, I have no idea how many bales we have. We have a lot. I'm gonna take this one home, feed it to the Highlands in the morning. This is where we gotta end this video. I gotta head back and get ready to do the podcast, Homestead Shop Talk with Ben from Holler Homestead and Jason from Sow the Land. It is getting pretty late. We've been here all day making hay. It's some nice looking hay. We had a few hiccups, a couple of jams, nothing major. We got it all figured out, sorted out. It is looking good. I am excited to be making our own hay for the first time. I'm happy with how everything is working. I'm loving the Ironcraft tedder and hay rake. The Krone KR125 baler is awesome. The 754 TYM is working out really well. The cab with the AC is awesome. The Coon mower, wish it was wider, but it works good. So yeah, I'm excited. This is where we're gonna end this video. Thanks for coming along on our haymaking journey. Still more to come. Come back for the next video and we'll figure out how many bales we made. It's gonna be interesting to see. So thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. We'll see you guys right back here in the next video. Bye.